What is going on, guys, and welcome back to Joe Looks. So today's video is going to be me discussing with you guys my 5 favourite streetwear trends. I'm sure everybody knows what a streetwear trend is, so I'm not going to bore you by explaining that. Let's just jump right into the first one. My first favourite trend is by no means a new trend. It's been around for a huge amount of time. I just feel like in 2016 and for this first portion of 2017 it's really mainstream, and that is distressed denim. So obviously ripped jeans are a huge thing. You can't go into any fashion retailer without them having some form of like ripped jeans. But really my favourite thing about this is how in 2016 distressed denim jackets became a huge thing, because obviously you can just get like a vintage oversized jacket from anywhere, but more and more places started to actually like introduce the distressed kind. I've got one from Represent that is by far my favourite piece of clothing that I own. I just feel like it's a really subtle look, you know, it adds a little bit something extra to any look, especially on the jeans as well. So if you've got some ripped jeans in there, it can, in some cases, transform a look. But really that's as far as it goes for me with distressed. I do not like distressed hoodies, I don't like distressed t-shirts, and I don't like distressed hats. I've seen a couple of those, I just think they look awful. To me, anything other than denim just looks like you're being like really extra and you're just trying too hard to get that homeless fit. So no, for me it's only denim. The second streetwear trend I'm going to be showing you guys is this one that I'm sporting right now, which is wearing a drop-shouldered t-shirt over the top of a hoodie. So as you can see, I've got my Champion hoodie and my other UK t-shirt. It's definitely not like a hugely mainstream trend, but it's enough of a one that I've seen people on the street wearing, and I've also seen loads of people on Instagram wearing it. That's actually how I saw it first and decided to try it for myself. A good example of it is this one that I've posted on my own Instagram with the off-white t-shirt over the top of this Champion hoodie. And the reason I like it so much is because a lot of the times you get like a really nice t-shirt like the off-white one, but the only really way you can wear it in the winter is if you're just wearing the t-shirt, whereas with this look, yes, it's really comfortable, but you also get to like stunt the t-shirt while also wearing the hoodie. But I just feel like it's a really different look altogether. It's hugely urban, hugely streetwear, and I'm just like a really big fan of it. So I do hope it becomes more mainstream and more people start to wear it, because I'm just a really big fan of this look. My third favourite streetwear trend is like earth tone clothing. So obviously you got colours like, you know, like the olive green, you got like peaches, reds, oranges. There's all these colours that are just like really subtle. And Represent were actually the first people I saw to do this. They released a whole range that was just these colours. And in my opinion, it's just much nicer than wearing just like a regular green t-shirt if you've got it in like an earth tone washed kind of feel to it. Because I just feel like it looks much more crisp, you know, it looks much more stylish. And I am a big fan that like everywhere you can get this now, you know, like Top Man, H&M, Urban Outfitters, Forever 21, River Island, they all have a huge range of this sort of earth tone colouring. And I just think it makes any look much nicer when it looks like you're putting more effort into it rather than just wearing like a regular green t-shirt. My fourth favourite streetwear trend is oversized and longline clothing. So it's weird to think of this as even as a trend and rather than just like the normality, but this really skyrocketed through like 2015 and 2016. Suddenly everywhere was wearing like the longline and oversized stuff. I think my favourite thing about it is like how versatile it is, because anything you can get in oversized and longline these days, whether it's t-shirts, hoodies and bombers. But it's like I said with the previous trend, you know, it started off as these sort of high fashion places coming up with it and starting to push it, and now you can just get it anywhere. You know, any retail fashion store will have some sort of oversized and longline clothing. And for the majority of people that I see wearing it, they just look much comfier in their clothes. They look much more relaxed. I know I feel comfier when I'm wearing something that's oversized and longline. But yeah, this is probably one of the biggest streetwear trends there is. Everybody wears the, you know, a longline t-shirt underneath their hoodie with a bomber. And I know it's hugely mainstream, but I love it. I love the look personally. It's a dangerous game though, because some people will wear like too oversized and too longline, where it's like borderline a skirt, or they just look like they've got a really tiny body because their clothes are so big. That I'm not a fan of. That's too extra, that's doing way too much. I just like a subtle like longline t-shirt coming out of the hoodie, or the hoodie fitting you extra baggy. That's what I'm a big fan of. That's the kind of trend that I'm talking about here, rather than when people go too far in it and it's just look like they're a tiny man in a big person's clothes. So my fifth and final streetwear trend is merch, so like artist merch. And I'm not talking like way back in year 8 I used to just wear like a 2-pack t-shirt. No, I'm talking more streetwear than that. So obviously Kanye West is a big contender in this, because all of the Yeezus merch was a huge success, but then when he came back with Life of Pablo, he did a series of Pablo merch pop-up shops, which was all merchandise from the album, but it sort of skyrocketed in a hugely streetwear way and everybody was wearing it. Then Justin Bieber teamed up with Fear of God and had all of his Purpose Tour merch, which was obviously, because it was designed by Jerry Lorenzo and Fear of God, was hugely streetwear acceptable and just went everywhere. And I think my favourite thing about it is that it's like a really nice way to be able to support your favourite artists, but in a hugely streetwear acceptable way. One thing I don't like about it is it feels like there are loads and loads of artists now that are just going, well, let's just whack my face on a bomber and sell it because people are buying it. I like when it's like proper effort put into it. So obviously Kanye knew what he was doing because of all the Easy Club and stuff, and Jerry Lorenzo and his team designed the Purpose Tour merch. Loads of effort has been put into them, whereas the Weeknd's merch, if anybody's seen that, that doesn't, like, to me it just looks like they're just throwing it together to try and get it out there because they know people want to buy tour merch. I'm not a big fan of that. But yeah, like I said, it's just a streetwear acceptable way to support your favourite artists, so I'm just a huge fan of that. I hope you did enjoy this video. If you did, all I ask is check out a couple more of my videos. If you like what you've seen, please subscribe. That would be a huge help to me. I am trying to get this channel moving. But yeah, as always, my name is Joe Luggs. Thank you very much for watching and enjoy the rest of your day.